Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Marco.
And I'm Erica. We're so glad you're here.
Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And join us to learn English from beginner to advanced. Let's get started.
Okay, so have you ever been there? You're in a new city, maybe driving for the first time, and someone gives you directions like, take the freeway, get off at the exit ramp, make a U-turn near the light. It's, right by the Waffle House.
Okay.
And you just sort of freeze. Like it's a completely different language you're hearing. That feeling, being totally lost in translation, just trying to get somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Happens all the time.
Well, you are definitely not alone. That's why today we're doing a deep dive into all things being on the road in English. And this isn't just about cars or highways. It's about understanding the real everyday English that happens on the move.
Exactly.
Whether you're driving across Texas, grabbing Ubers in New York, or just walking around a new town trying to find a coffee shop. Our whole mission here is to get you comfortable with the practical, confident English people actually speak today. Way beyond those stiff textbook phrases.
And that's precisely where real fluency clicks, isn't it? When you actually apply what you know in these real situations. Talking to a cashier, finding your way around, that's where it stops being theory and becomes, actual communication.
Yeah.
Practical skill.
Right.
We actually have this great story about someone, Marcus, who really learned this stuff the hard way, out of necessity. We'll kind of weave his journey through our chat today.
Yeah, let's start with one of those situations Marcus told us he used to just dread. Picture this. You've just landed in LA, maybe for an internship. Super exciting, right?
Mm-hmm.
You rent a car, first time ever, and you're heading out, maybe to Venice Beach, and boom, that little fuel light comes on. Panic stations.
Yep, seen it happen.
So you pull into a gas station, you walk inside, kind of nervous, and the cashier just looks up and goes, number and gas type.
Yep.
And your brain just stalls. You might just mumble, regular,
Yeah.
maybe point vaguely. It's that classic, on-the-road English panic.
It absolutely is. It catches so many people off guard. So let's break down what the cashier is actually asking there. When they say number, they mean the pump number, those big numbers right above the pump where your car is.
Okay.
And gas type, well, usually you'll hear regular, mid-grade, or premium. And actually, here's something interesting. A lot of learners think premium must be better, right?
Yeah, sounds better.
But for most standard cars, regular is totally fine. Premium is usually just more expensive and doesn't really add benefit unless your car specifically needs it. People can waste money there.
That's a really good tip. Okay, so you're standing there, fuel light blinking.
Yeah.
What do you actually say?
Keep it simple.
Right.
You could say, I'm on pump 7, regular, I'll pay inside. Or, if you want the tank full, can you fill it up with regular, please?
I got it. Simple.
Yeah.
Marcus told us learning those specific phrases was a huge relief for him. He said realizing that these small interactions, reading a sign correctly, ordering at a drive-thru, confirming a turn, that's where the fluency really starts to feel real.
Exactly. It builds confidence piece by piece.
And, speaking of those real interactions, once you get past the gas pump, you start hearing this whole other layer of English, right? The slang, American road slang.
Oh, yeah.
It can really throw you if you're not ready for it, but you kind of need it to sound natural, to sound like you get the culture.
Totally. And it's not just trendy words. They're really part of how people talk, especially when traveling. Hit the road just means leave, start your trip, let's hit the road early tomorrow.
Okay.
Or I'm cruising. That just means driving relaxed, just cruising down the highway.
Nice and easy.
Right. And if someone says traffic is a nightmare.
Oh, I know that one. It means it's awful, really bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
LA traffic is a nightmare, bro. You'll hear that. Then you've got pull over, stop the car at the side of the road.
Right, like if the police signal you or something.
Or if you need to check your phone. And unfortunately, road rage. When drivers get really angry.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't encounter too much of that. But I've heard some newer slang too, like whip. What's a whip?
Ah, good one.
Yeah.
Whip is definitely more contemporary. It just means a cool car.
Okay.
Check out my new whip. It often has that vibe of, pride in your car. Comes a bit from car culture, hip-hop maybe.
Interesting. Gives you a peek into that culture.
For sure. Another one you might hear, maybe if someone gets confused with directions, is I got lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. Seriously.
Yeah. It means lost in confusion, maybe too many options or turns, took the wrong exit, totally got lost in the sauce trying to figure out the GPS.
Huh. I like that one. It really shows it's not just knowing the words, right? It's
Yeah.
catching the feeling, the context.
Exactly. It's that rhythm, that confidence, sounding like you're actually in the culture, not just observing it.
Yeah, connecting, not just
Yeah.
being understood.
Precisely.
Which brings us to something really key. Pronunciation. Sometimes getting the words slightly wrong can really cause confusion, especially with directions or place names. Your pronunciation is kind of like your passport on the road. Helps you get where you need to go. So let's do a quick pronunciation pit stop. Fix some common ones.
Good idea. Let's nail these. First up, highway. People sometimes stress the second part like highway,
Yeah, I've heard that.
but it's really highway. Stress on the first syllable, the second part is softer. Highway.
Highway. Got it.
And traffic, that last bit, the K-fic, sometimes gets mumbled. Really hit that K sound at the end. Traffic makes it clearer.
Traffic.
How about pedestrian? Sometimes hear pedestrian.
Right.
It's actually pedestrian. Pedestrian.
4 syllables.
Pedestrian. Okay.
Intersection. Stress is key here. Intersection.
Intersection. Makes sense.
And finally, navigation. You want to hit that gay sound clearly. Navigation.
Navigation.
Right. Practice makes perfect with these.
Definitely. Let's try them in sentences like Marcus probably did driving around. How about, there's so much traffic on the highway?
Sounds good.
Or, use the GPS for navigation.
Perfect. Slow down at the pedestrian crossing.
Right.
And then turn left at the intersection. See, it just
Yeah.
sounds clearer, more confident. It really does help you get where you're going.
It makes a huge difference.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk culture. Because being on the road, it's not just driving, is it? It's like a whole lifestyle trend now.
Oh, totally.
You see it everywhere. YouTube vlogs, TikToks, road trips, van life, weekend getaways. It's all over the place. And
Yeah.
it has its own language, too.
It really does. And what's cool is how these phrases pop up in everyday chat now, reflecting that culture. You'll see captions like, POV, you're vibing with the windows down and the music up.
Right, POV, point of view. And vibing is just like enjoying the mood.
Exactly. Relaxing, enjoying the atmosphere. Or you hear people say, we outside, which basically means we're out, we're doing things, living life.
Okay. We outside.
People might also talk about intense drives like pulled an all-nighter and drove 6 hours straight.
Oof. Been there.
And there's that fun trend, the gas station haul. People showing off all the snacks and drinks they bought on their road trip stop.
Ha! Yes. Seen those. It's a whole thing.
It is.
Here's a great example sentence summing up that vibe. POV. You're somewhere between a McDonald's and a sunset, and life just feels good.
Perfect example.
See, picking up on these cultural moments, it really boosts your English. It's not just vocab. It's like,
Vibabulary.
vibabulary. I love that. Yes. Understanding the feeling, the atmosphere those words create, that's next level.
It really is. It shows you get the nuances.
Okay, let's make this practical. We're going to do a little interactive practice now. The idea is to help you practice giving those natural, casual English responses in common travel situations. Build that confidence muscle.
This is good. Let's set up a scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine you're lost.
Mm-hmm.
You need to ask someone for directions to the freeway. What do you say?
Okay. Maybe just, excuse me, where is the freeway? Is that okay?
It's okay. People will understand. But to sound a bit more natural, maybe a little softer, you could try. Excuse me, I'm trying to find the freeway entrance.
I'm trying to find, yeah, that sounds less demanding, more like a gentle request.
Exactly. It's common in English. Okay, next one. You're in an Uber or a Lyft. You want to know how much longer the trip will take.
Okay. Could I say, how long until we arrive?
You could, but a really common casual way is, hey, how much longer does it say on your GPS?
How much longer does it say on your GPS? Simple, direct. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, last one. You're outside picking up a friend. They text saying they're running a few minutes late. How do you reply to let them know you're there, but it's cool?
Maybe, okay, I'm waiting. No, that sounds impatient.
Yeah, a bit. How about this? I'm out front. No rush. Just let me know when you're down.
I'm out front, no rush. The no rush is key. Just let me know when you're down. That sounds super friendly and chill.
Right. It's that casual, friendly tone. That's the real English that helps you connect with people. It's less about perfect grammar, more about feel.
Totally. And these are exactly the kinds of interactions Marcus, our traveler from Brazil, learned to handle. And it really changed everything for him. He told us when he first got to the US for college, he was actually terrified of driving. The rules, the signs, the language, it was all overwhelming. His very first road trip, he called it a total disaster, got completely lost in Arizona, couldn't ask for help properly at that gas station, almost missed a final exam because of it. The language barrier just felt huge.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly stressful. But here's the turning point. Instead of just giving up on driving, Marcus made this really smart decision. He realized English wasn't just in his textbooks. It was out there, on the road signs, in the conversations. So he started listening to podcasts, audiobooks, anything in English while he was driving.
Immersing himself.
Exactly. He specifically learned phrases like right turn only, figured out what rest area ahead meant, even practiced joking around a bit with people at gas stops.
Yeah.
And his story really shows how sometimes the challenge is getting lost, being confused. Those are actually powerful learning moments. The need to communicate right done forces you to use the language in a way a classroom can't replicate.
That makes so much sense. And the result for Marcus was amazing. Just 6 months after that disastrous first trip, he drove solo, all the way from Boston down to Miami.
Wow, that's a serious trip.
Right. He wasn't just driving, he was navigating, communicating, feeling confident. His English, his independence, it all just blossomed on that trip, all while on the road.
It's such a great example. It really proves that English isn't just stuck in classrooms. It's alive, it's in motion, it's tied to travel, new experiences, and those moments where you find a bit of courage.
Absolutely. And speaking of different experiences, let's touch on how being on the road feels different depending on where you are in the U.S. Because the region really changes things, right? Transportation, local phrases. Marcus definitely had to adapt as he traveled.
Oh, hugely different. The cultural nuances are fascinating. Take New York City. People there, they mostly walk, take the subway, maybe grab an Uber. Driving your own car everywhere isn't the norm for most.
Right.
So the language reflects that. You'll hear, I'm hopping on the 6th train, or giving directions using cross streets. Meet me at the corner of 34th and Lex. It's all about public transport and walking roads.
Totally different from L.A.
Completely opposite. Los Angeles is the car city. Everyone drives. And famously, people there measure distance in time, not miles, because traffic is such a factor.
Ah, yes, the classic L.A. answer.
Exactly. Someone will say, oh, it's like 30 minutes away with no traffic, then pause. So, yeah, probably 90 minutes.
So true. And what about smaller towns?
Small towns are different again. People often use local landmarks for directions because maybe street signs aren't as prominent or everyone just knows the spots. So you might hear, I'll meet you at the gas station near Main Street. Or, yeah, just turn left by the big red barn. You can't miss it.
Right. Very local knowledge. It really shows that understanding the local culture is so important for understanding the English you hear around you. Marcus definitely picked up on that.
Absolutely key. Context is everything.
Okay, so let's wrap up this deep dive. We have covered a lot of ground today. We talked about those real conversations at gas stations, on the road. We decoded modern slang like hit the road, cruising, even what a whip is. We tackled those tricky pronunciations, highway, traffic. We looked at how pop culture phrases from TikTok and YouTube reflect road life. We heard Marcus's amazing story, that journey from panic to fluency on his road trip. And we touched on those cultural differences in places like New York, LA, and small towns.
Yeah, quite the journey.
You really should have a much stronger toolkit now for handling English when you're out and about.
Definitely. And what was really fascinating to me, stepping back, is just how much of living English happens outside the formal learning environment. Your English. It's your tool. It's your GPS, really. It's your connection to people, to opportunities, even to a sense of freedom, which leaves you with a pretty important question, I think. The next time you are out there walking, driving, taking the bus, whatever, how can you consciously tune in? How can you listen, practice, maybe even speak up a little more? The world's out there waiting. And English, that's how you navigate it, how you drive through it with real confidence.